So I want to ask you about your thoughts about the Benzino situation. Did you see that podcast that he was on where he went off?
There's so many of Benzino situations. Which one? Benzino's always in the news. I gotta give him credit. Benzino keeps it popping.
That's true, though. That part is true, though.
Yeah.
But the one where he was being interviewed by those white podcasters and he got real mad at them because they said that he fucked up the Source magazine, and he got into an argument of saying that you could never be as hip hop as me because you're white, basically.
How's this look with the hat? It's good? I get because it's
yeah, it's good.
All right. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Because he don't know me. He couldn't talk to me like that. I mean, maybe that dude that's on there, he ain't official. He ain't from the street. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, listen, it's his opinion. A lot of people might say he's not a good rapper as a black guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all nuanced, man. Everyone's got an opinion. So, I mean, you're blanketing every white kid ain't official? No. You know that ain't true. He knows that ain't true. He's just addressing, listen, they were attacking him. They were wrong. He got dissed for the Source. Why would you have a real gangster who Benzino has a solid reputation? Why would you diss a dude who has a reputation like that and just come out like that? That's some kind of like, that's like the dude who said to Tyson, Tyson was like, you're a fucking bitch. Ever see that?
No, I've never seen that. No.
You ever saw that clip where the dude called Tyson a...
No, I haven't.
So it's like, why would you do that? Like, I wouldn't do that.
They definitely could have phrased things better the way they approached it.
Listen, if I was the interviewer and Necro was interviewing Benzino, as long as he showed me respect, like it was mutual gangster street respect, I would treat him a certain way. And then I would be like, can I ask you something? Do you mind? It's a little controversial. I'm not trying to diss you. You know what I mean? Prepare him for it. And don't ask it like a person who's trying to like pull you, you know what I mean? Because if you ask me some shit the wrong way, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself too. You know, listen, there's protocol. Street dudes deal with street dudes a certain way. You know? And I honestly, I didn't pay attention enough to it. I think I seen it. He probably didn't ask it the right way. And it obviously pissed off Benzino, you know?
Well, he said, the way he said it, he's like, you pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
So already, like, he's all like, you fumbled it. You know, that's a fuck up on your part. So the way that he phrased it was really
Listen, he could have said it like this. He could have said it like this. I'm thinking. A lot of people, I'm not saying it, but a lot of people have said that you hurt the Source as opposed to helping it. Do you agree with that? And can you explain how they're bugging? It could have been worded in a way where it let Benzino explain it and not feel like he's being attacked. Because here's the thing. I don't know the nuances of the Source. I knew he was involved. I also remember he was blackballed for going up to magazines before that. So you're talking about a dude who he must have did something good with the Source to keep it alive. You know, listen, like Trump, positive and negative. So, you know, I would have focused more on the positives and then asked him, would you like to talk about the negative? And then gave him the power to speak on, you know, the shit. Listen, everything's how you phrase it. It's how you do it. You know what I mean? If you do something wrong right now, I'm going to break on you too.
Right.
You could say what you want back if you want. You know what I mean? You're a grown man. Know what I mean? But I'm not going to just, you know, it comes down to how you act. It would be like that with anybody. Know what I mean? If you would. So, yeah. So, you know, I don't know the white guy there. I don't know what he's been through. And I don't know his gangster pedigree. You know what I mean? To be able to deal with that and ask what he asked and whatever. So I can't really get in depth on that beyond what I saw and what I think what would be considered disrespect or not. You understand?
Yeah, the way that I would have phrased it would have been, what do you say to the people that feel like you fucked up the source or like that you messed up the source? You see how that is shifting because the guy
Yeah.
made it personal where he's all like, and I'm mad at you, like, because you did
Yeah, I
this.
don't, I don't, I don't know. Listen, I know the dude that runs the thing. His name is Van Styles. He's the other guy. He's always been cool to me. I got nothing negative to say about him. He's always been very fair with me. He used to work for undergroundhiphop.com. So he was, he's always been a Necro fan. Um, he's not the one that disrespected Benzino. So,
No, he
and
didn't.
he's the one who technically from the beginning, I think, owns the show, and he kind of brought that guy on. So I don't really take it as a reflection of the show. I think that dude is a guy, he's a man. He said something to another man, and another man has a right to react the way he wants to react to it. If you're gully, you didn't like what he said, shoot the fair one. If not, keep it moving. What else can you do? Right? What the fuck else can you do?
Right.
Benzino said what he said. He ain't telling that to me, but I won't be in that position. I would never listen. I would never put myself in the position to be doing that, doing some podcast, you know, interviewing other people. Like, you're already putting yourself in a situation where you're that. You want to be that. You got to figure out how you want to be seen. You want to be seen as the gossipy Wendy Williams dude, or you want to be seen like Panda, more respected. He put himself in a position where maybe certain people might view him a certain way now. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, um, Benzino's a very controversial character, but he does have a lot of history in hip hop, and a lot of it was gangster. People fuck with him, certain dudes that are gangster in the street fuck with him. So, you know what I mean? It's not like nobody fucks with the guy. He popped up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of people don't like him for certain things because of Eminem, maybe because he was on those Love and Hip Hop shows. So they like to talk shit. How many of those people are really talking shit to his grill in person? Like face to face in his grill.
None.
He might not be 50 Cent level talking about boxing 50 Cent. He might not be able to beat 50 Cent one-on-one, but on some G shit, like, who are these shit talkers ain't walking up to that dude and playing him? I don't believe they are. I think it's similar to me or anybody. Like, you talk shit online, but in person, it's a different energy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I've always said though, like, I don't like how people discredit his contributions to hip hop just because they don't like certain things. Because it's like you can't just like erase history. Like, the man still contributed to the source. He did the source awards, he did the source compilation CDs and stuff. He did a lot of different things, right? Even if you don't like him
Those were big
personally,
things.
you can't just be like, he didn't do anything.
Those were big
You know,
things.
a lot of it does stem from the Eminem thing because he says that like for so many years now he receives like so many racist like messages, people calling him the N-word and all these stands and stuff. So I feel like there's like this level of sensitivity that he has when it comes to like white people in hip hop.
Yeah, listen, I don't know how I feel about the Eminem Benzino beef and the source. Um, that's a hard one. See, I know I don't agree with the Eminem racist young shit that he did. That, I mean, it's proof. Obviously, you did some shit that was racist. So I don't agree with that. I don't know if the way Benzino was coming at him, like saying he had no right and all that to rap, and I don't agree with that. Um, yeah, but here's how I think about it in the end. Who really won? Eminem won. Because Eminem has his millions. He's considered legendary. It didn't hurt him. So it kind of hurt Benzino more than it hurt Eminem. So I kind of fear, this is why I never dissed Eminem. I don't think it would help me. I don't think it's going to do anything for my career. I think what's going to happen is I'll get hated on. My fans might like it, let's say. Oh, Necro did his thing. But there'd be more people that would label me as an enemy of their beliefs, Eminem fans and people. And like, I don't think it would really help the brand. It would just categorize me as another Eminem disser that never got to Eminem's level. I would rather not even be in that category. Just let me be Necro. Just don't put me in that category. I don't even want to be involved. Listen, if the guy dissed me publicly, said Necro, something negative, and then people wanted a response, he's Eminem. It might benefit me then because he started it. But I don't think Eminem started dissing Benzino first, just like he never started. He doesn't mention me. So I don't know. I just don't. I weigh things career wise as what's a benefit to do and what's not. Like what's actually going to help me. I don't want to invest all this energy in shit that's going to go nowhere. Because I've seen, even when I put major energy in certain things, it might go nowhere. It's like the 80-20 rule. 20% of what you do gives you 80% of results. So I know that 80% of a lot of shit I do fucking does nothing. So I want to try to minimize that. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that what I do is part of that 20% that gets me to 80%. So, yeah, and I don't think dissing Eminem is going to help me in any way. So, listen, if that's what you wanted to do and you think it would help you, do it then. That's your fucking choice in life. You know what I mean?
Right.